Hello, everybody. It is I, Stippling Vaughn, and I'm here at my local dive bar, and I'm working hard. I'm doing something different today. Right now, instead of using a regular 102 nib, I'm using a 109. It's a much more rigid nib, and it's what I like to use when I'm doing like metal, or if I'm doing like mechanical objects. So I'm doing Kiro's helmet. So I wanted to have an even dot, so it's more mechanical. So that's why I'm using it. So that way you can see, and if the dot looks different than from past videos, you'll know why. So I didn't do my time-lapse video yesterday because, like I said to you guys in yesterday's video, I did go to the local comic book store that is closing. They had their back issues, their dollar boxes, and it was 3 for $1, so I went hog wild. And what was really nice was I had about maybe $35 worth of comics. And when I went up to pay, he goes, I said to him, I said, these are all the dollar boxes. Am I correct? That's 3 for $1. He goes, yeah. He goes, just how many you got there? And I think I got like $25 worth of books. I don't know, it might be a little bit more. And he goes, okay. And he was about to count them. And he just stops, he looks at me and goes, $25, huh? I went, yeah. And he goes, $25 it is. So I got about $35 worth of books. Actually, when I got home and I counted them, I discovered it was actually more like $38 worth of comics. So I got $38 worth of comics for $25, which is pretty nice, pretty sweet. What also made it nice was because he didn't count them, I had extra money. So one of the books they had there was, you remember those like treasury editions that Marvel would do? How DC did something similar to that. They're like oversized, almost the size of a comic book page. They had the Superman Wonder Woman, I'll just call it the treasury edition, where World War II Superman fights World War II Wonder Woman. Artwork done by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. And because it was a 50% off sale, instead of being $50, it was $25. So I got that book also, which I was quite happy about. The book's got damage to it. It's got damage, but again, I looked at it and I'm like, go for it. You're never going to have the opportunity to get a book like get this book at this low of a price. So just get it now. And you think about it, it's the same price. I got it essentially the same price as I would a book that I backed or in crowdfunding. Because most books you get on crowdfunding, they're all $25. So I thought I made out pretty well. So, and then last night on the chat, we did the final 7 categories for the nominations of Nobody Gives a Damn. One thing I was surprised about, from what Stat was talking about when he did his Wednesday show, we were all anticipating there to be like Malin Simps and Ethan Van Sciver Simps to go in and like make certain that Ethan and John Malin were nominated for every single category that we were putting out. It didn't happen. We had the same number of people in the chat as we almost would have for a regular show. So that was pretty nice. So we didn't have a lot of drama. Not a lot of fighting in the chat, which is also very nice. But we have it set. Next week, we will be streaming at 6 p.m. The fact that Malin was EFAPing the show, hey, it must be a slow week. But it shows also one of the deals where it's like, this show is being watched by other creators. And it's just for fun. I understand even Santa got into it because his character was not being nominated for for best character design. Now we don't ever have we have best character, but we never have best character design. So plus also here's the thing is where books get nominated, except for the category of most anticipated, most books that are nominated are books that have been fulfilled, and they're in people's hands, and so that's where it really is like so. Like Aaron, Reenie's fulfilled a book. Aaron Lepresti's fulfilled his book. So a lot of those, and Roquefort, big time. He fulfilled his book this year, so of course he got a lot of nominations. If you fulfill a book, it gets into people's hands, and it gets people talking about your book, which results in you being nominated for these shows. So, yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it a lot, and we didn't have a lot of drama within the chat, so we're all set for next Saturday. So we'll see how it goes. One thing that I want to take note and I want to give props to are to the creators that got a lot of nominations. The creators that got a lot of nominations is Kenneth Roquefort, again, of course. We are open in the chat that we are big Roquefort fans. And so it was not surprising that he got a lot. He got nominated for, he's in the nominations, I should say, in 6 categories. Aaron Lepresti, he also was nominated for 6 categories. And in the ensemble, he got, he's on 2 shows. So you could say he's got 7 opportunities to win. Because he's in Graybeards and he's in the Professionals. Professionals got nominated this year. Michael Bancroft. You know Michael Bancroft's definitely going to win an award this year. For the last 3 years, he has won the Community Ambassador Award. And he has got nominated for 8. Let me repeat that. He got nominated for 8 categories. So I can see Michael Bancroft being a big heavy hitter this upcoming Saturday. So, and as Michael Bancroft put in the chat last night or the night before, or actually I should say 2 weeks ago, just being nominated is an honor, as he put it. But it's well worth it. He puts a lot of work into the support of the community and being inclusive with newcomers. And that many times when you get people who are new to Comicsgate, one of the very first shows that people are directed to learn about Comicsgate and what Comicsgate's really about is to go over to his show. Okay? Those that got multiple nominations are Reenie. Reenie got 5 nominations. Pete Samedi got 3 nominations. John Malin got 2. Ethan Van Sciver got 5. And Kelsey Shannon got 5. So we have quite a few creators that were nominated multiple times. In fact, Cecil, I think Cecil got nominated more than once also. There's one category that his book Cash Grab was disqualified for because it took so long for it to be fulfilled. That could be the book of the year because that's the category I nominated Cash Grab for. And I was the only. I got the impression I was the only person in the chat. When I say chat, I mean the panel. To read Cash Grab and who got it. Okay, I got it because he had it all available at the Garden State Comic Con. I still am so surprised at how entertaining it was. It's still a book that if I want a good laugh, I will pull that off the spinner rack and I'll give it a read. The funny thing about it is whenever I get a new book, after I read it, I put it on my magazine rack right at the floor. And so the cat has the ability to lie in front of it and give it her paw of approval. When Cash Grab was sitting there, she would not go anywhere near the rack. She would not go anywhere. And Miss Stippling, who doesn't like Cecil because of how he's just, as she puts it, he's just a very sick pervert. She was like, see, my cat has good taste. She won't go near it while Cash Grab was on the rack. So that's a little joke between us. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. It reminds me of the days of Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine. And we all know how they would take the jokes so far, but they wouldn't go all the way. Cecil went all the way. And a remark he made at Garden State when he was talking to somebody, about Cash Grab 2, how it's pretty much written. But he chuckled. He goes, this next one's really going to get me in. I think this next one's really going to get me in trouble, which I find to be very funny. So I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be backing it. I was so impressed with it. Very well done. And because that's where he definitely got nominated for more than one category because Ink Spots did the coloring for him in Cash Grab, and Ink Spots got a nomination for Best Colorist. Okay, so Cecil has at least 2 nominations. Even though he may not win it himself, it's his book that gave that colorist the ability to be eligible for the win. So, but no, I had a great time. I think we're all going to have a great time next Saturday. It starts at 6. It's anticipated to be a 4-hour show minimum. So let's hope for the best, that we're able to get through in 4 hours. And I hope that we provide enough content that Ethan and John Malin and Shane Davis and Mandy and Chokeout and everybody else has plenty of material to EFAP us. Who knows? Maybe the Jack Show and the Ballers will team up and do a unified EFAP of our award show. Who knows? I mean, it's all for fun. And if people really have problems, as Vanessa puts it, do your own award show. I would love to be able to be in the chat as a viewer saying rigged. So we're going to have fun with it. We enjoy doing it each year. It's just, and when I send out, here's the big thing. I make up those certificates. They're just handmade. They're not high quality. It's just my little part in providing a thank you to these creators. When I send that out, even though I'm the one sending it to the creator, it's not from me. It's from the fans. My send this to them is a representation of the thank you from the fans. Okay, last year, and I admit this, I include my ash can Scat Investigators. The reason why I include my ash can was so I could send it at a book rate. I'm going to have another book for them to get this year, based on a lot of the CG drawings I did for various contests over these last 2 years. After this year, if I send a book out, I'm going to have to start asking fans in the chat who are artists if they will send me artwork, so I can do it that way. So I can't take so much time with sending. I can't spend so much time doing even a page like this Star Wars piece. I got to be working on my book. So we'll do something, but I'll cross that bridge. But I know most likely next year I will be asking for artists to donate. I'll have to start paying attention to the fan contests and reach out to them like, hey, do you want to have your book, your winning piece? Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll reach out to like the creators, like Michael Bancroft, who just had his Skunkworks won the first prize in his fan art contest. And like, hey, can you send me a JPEG of it so I can include it in this upcoming year's book that I send out? So what I'll do is I'll start doing that maybe. So I know like Michael Bancroft and some of the other artists, they'll say yes. So, but we'll see. I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this darken it up, and pull it along this edge so this line forms as a white bar to do the separation between here and here. So I'm not going to actually draw that line. I'm not going to draw that line in there. So, but my time-lapse video today. For my time-lapse video today, I'm going to be doing this girl right here. This was one of the bounty hunters, or the scoundrels, from when Lando and Chewie, right before the Return of the Jedi movie, in the Star Wars Marvel comic book, Lando dressed up and used the alias of Captain Dribble, and he was going after this idol. And these two pirates, okay, who could be brother and sister, husband and wife, they were his adversaries in that issue. I think for the time-lapse video, I'm going to be doing her, because once I have her done, it will help with Kiro here. And also, if it doesn't take me that long to do her, I might do this little tribe guy here too. I gotta get him done. So that way I get her with that, or I'll just leave him alone and do him as an individual time lapse. So we'll find out. Kiro isn't done. I'll keep working on him next Saturday. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and that way you can also hit the bell for notifications. Don't forget to comment and share. Okay, it all helps the algorithm. So, but until then, oh, and lastly, my last piece of information to you guys: Graham Nolan's Ghost of Matacumba Key. It closes out this week. I believe it's this Friday, maybe. He's closing out. You want to get it? This is your last chance to get it. Trust me, guys. Graham produces high quality content. His books are worth every single penny. Please make sure that if you haven't backed it, get over to it. Get over to his campaign. Go over to X. He has it on his wall, or his feed, or however you want to verbiage you want to use. It is there for you to be able to view the campaign, and then back it. Please do. Until then, though, folks, remember, life is always going to be stressful, and that's why you only take it one dot at a time.